Ghana's appointment as vice chair of the Kimberley Process for 2026 and chair for 2027 is more than a diplomatic victory. It is a moment that signals a new era in the country's mineral governance story, a story that has traveled through decades of reform, resilience, and determination. When the announcement was made on November 21st, 2025, during the closing session of the Kimberley Process Plenary in Dubai, the applause that filled the ALMAS Conference Centre was not just for Ghana's delegation, nor for the Ghana GoldBod that led the process. It was for a nation that has worked deliberately to transform its minerals sector into one defined by transparency, credibility, and global relevance. Before we dive deeper into today's update, take a moment to like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Your support is key to helping us grow and reach more viewers like you. Don't forget to hit the notification bell so you never miss out on exciting updates. It was also for West Africa, because for the first time in history, a country from the sub-region had been chosen to lead the global diamond certification regime. The Kimberley Process, created in 2003 by the United Nations, was built from a need to stop the infiltration of conflict diamonds, stones mined in war zones and sold to finance armed groups, into the legitimate global diamond supply chain. Over the past 2 decades, the scheme has evolved into a massive global network with 86 participating countries, weaving together governments, diamond traders, civil society organizations, and international observers. To lead such an institution is not an honorary role. It is a responsibility that requires trust, technical capability, and consistent commitment to integrity. That is why Ghana's elevation drew such overwhelming support in Dubai. For 2 intense days, negotiations and consultations unfolded behind closed doors as Ghana's delegation engaged with representatives from around the world, industry leaders, policy experts, civil society advocates, and diplomats. These are individuals and institutions who study governance patterns closely, who evaluate performance, and who do not give endorsements lightly. But this time, something unique happened. The reforms Ghana had been implementing in its minerals sector, especially those anchored by the Ghana GoldBod, had begun to reshape international perception. Transparency was improving, monitoring systems were strengthening, and the technical capacity required to track gold and diamond movements had been upgraded significantly. These were not cosmetic reforms. They were structural shifts that sent a strong message that Ghana was ready not just to participate, but to lead. Delegates at the plenary meeting pointed to this transformation, acknowledging that Ghana's institutional reforms and enhanced governance culture played a major role in the decision. But they also highlighted a moment that crystallized the country's leadership credentials. When Sammy Gyamfi, the chief executive officer of the Ghana GoldBod, delivered Ghana's statement during the ministerial session, the hall reportedly fell silent. His message, according to participants, was not just polished, it was strategic, articulate, and confident. It spoke to Ghana's readiness, its vision for the future of diamond governance, and its commitment to advancing the Kimberley process at a time when the global minerals landscape is becoming more complex and demanding. That moment shifted conversations. A country that had once been viewed merely as a participant was suddenly recognized as a frontrunner. When the official announcement was finally made that Ghana would serve as vice chair in 2026 and chair in 2027, the room erupted in applause that lasted far longer than expected. In global diplomacy, applause is symbolic. It signals not only approval, but trust. For Ghana, this reaction was a powerful confirmation that the world believed in its trajectory. In interviews after the event, Sammy Gyamfi confirmed the appointment and described it as a renewed responsibility for the country. He emphasized that with the foundation of reforms already underway, particularly in gold and diamond governance, Ghana was well positioned to guide the Kimberley process into its next chapter. His tone carried the confidence of a nation ready to embrace a global leadership role. But Ghana's time in Dubai was not only about diplomacy and recognition. It was also about building alliances and strengthening partnerships that would further enhance the country's minerals sector. While there, Mr. Gyamfi honored an invitation from SAM Refinery, a major global player described as the largest refinery in the Middle East and the 3rd largest in the world. A refinery of such magnitude represents enormous opportunities for collaboration. And though the specific details of the discussions were not disclosed, sources indicated that they centered on strategic partnerships that could accelerate Ghana's value addition agenda. For years, Ghana has exported raw minerals, leaving enormous value on the table. Partnerships with refining giants could shift that narrative by enabling the country to process more minerals locally, expand downstream industries, and strengthen its competitiveness on the global stage. The meeting with SAM Refinery fits into a broader plan, one aimed at positioning Ghana as a minerals processing hub. This ambition aligns perfectly with the country's new leadership role in the Kimberley process. Leading the KP is not merely administrative. It places Ghana at the center of conversations about ethical sourcing, global mineral flows, certification systems, and the prevention of illicit trade. With such influence, Ghana has the opportunity to shape policies that benefit emerging mineral economies, strengthen traceability systems, and push for reforms that make the global diamond industry more inclusive and transparent. It also gives the country a platform to promote its own innovations in mineral governance. The significance of Ghana leading the Kimberley process becomes even clearer when viewed through history. Since its inception, the KP has been chaired by countries that hold strong influence in the global diamond and mining sectors: South Africa, Botswana, India, Canada, the European Union, and the United Arab Emirates. These are nations with long histories in diamond mining, diamond trading, and mineral governance. For Ghana to join this list is to take a seat at one of the most influential tables in the global minerals industry. It is a recognition that Ghana has become more than a gold powerhouse. It is emerging as a leader in ethical mineral governance. The elevation of a West African country to this role for the first time is equally significant, representing a rising confidence in the region's capacity to contribute to global mineral policy. Yet beyond the technical achievements, the announcement also had a symbolic dimension. For many observers at the Dubai plenary, Ghana's victory was seen as a win for the continent. Africa is home to many of the world's most important mineral deposits, yet global policy conversations have often been dominated by actors outside the continent. Ghana's leadership position will help shift that balance, giving African voices greater weight in shaping the future of the diamond trade. It also sends a signal to younger mineral economies in West Africa that governance excellence is recognized and rewarded on the world stage. As Ghana prepares to assume the vice chair role in 2026, the work ahead is enormous but filled with possibility. The Kimberley process continues to face challenges, from illicit smuggling networks to the evolving nature of modern conflict financing. The world is changing, technology is advancing, and expectations for transparency and accountability are higher than ever. Ghana will have to guide the KP through these complexities with innovation, discipline, and strategic leadership. But with the reforms already underway at home and the support demonstrated by the global community in Dubai, the country begins this journey from a position of strength. By 2027, when Ghana officially becomes chair, the world will be watching. It will be a chance to not only uphold the standards of the Kimberley process, but to strengthen them. It will be an opportunity to introduce new ideas, push for stronger compliance mechanisms, and shape the future of ethical diamond governance. For Ghana, it will be another milestone in its evolving minerals story, a story that continues to unfold, gaining depth, credibility, and global respect. And for the millions of Ghanaians who may never attend a plenary meeting in Dubai or sit across from global refinery executives, this achievement still matters profoundly. It is a reminder that Ghana's influence continues to grow, that the reforms being undertaken at home are earning international recognition, and that the country's minerals sector is stepping into a new era of global leadership.
If today is your first time watching this channel or you are returning to this channel for the exciting content, please subscribe to the channel for more educative and developmental projects across Ghana and Africa as a whole. Do you want to know about the state of a project in Africa? Then make sure to like and comment the name of the project you would like us to talk about and its current state.